are a little over 3 weeks old today, and they have been outside in their coop now for about a week or so. The daytime temperatures are in the 60s. At night it gets down in the 50s or so. And man, they are not the smartest bird around. I look out sometimes at night, and in fact last night when it was raining I looked out and they were still outside here. And I'll show you their inside portion of their coop here in a minute, but they are not the brightest. They don't go inside at night. Obviously the temperature doesn't affect them that much. I did have a heat lamp out here with them for the first 4 or 5 days when they were out here, but I noticed they weren't huddled under it at all. In fact, they didn't really pay it much mind, so I took it out after a few days and they've been doing just fine. So here's the inside area of the coop, and as you can see, some of the quail are in here hanging out, eating, and enjoying their food. They don't come into the inside portion of the coop very often. They do use it, of course, but not as often as I would have thought, as like the chickens do. And so that means that this weather is not, they're pretty hardy. They can stand this weather no problem, which is good. So I have inside here, I have shavings down the bottom, a good layer of them. One of the reasons why you would pick cartoonist quail for meat is because they transfer food or convert food into meat very fast. So on the other end of that, they convert food into poo just as fast. So they do have a lot of manure around here. So I put a thick layer of shavings on the bottom of this, and it looks to be keeping it pretty dry in here, really dry in here. And we have had rain the last couple of days, so I'm pretty stoked with that. I just have a little small feeder for them right now, and I have a small pet store waterer that I just refill every couple days, or every about twice a day. I'm sorry. And they both have been working out. I do have plans very soon. I bought some nipples online to build them a waterer out of PVC and some pneumatic water nipples for them. They will peck and scratch at darn near everything and anything. So they are, you can tell that they're not nearly as domesticated as chickens, which is kind of cool to watch them. So their eating habits are a little more barbaric than chickens, so it's kind of fun to watch them. It's funny that they're all in here right now. So that's how they're doing. They're doing really well, just like I thought they were. They're enjoying their coop. This is how big they are, you can kind of tell. I have been able to sex them. We have six females and 5 males, which is a fine mix. I mean, I wish I had a few more females in the mix, but it could definitely be worse. They're active. They are, I don't know, having a good time out here in the coop. This is their food here that I kind of mixed up myself, and it obviously seems to be working. They're growing incredibly fast. They are well-mannered. They're not cannibalizing or pecking at each other, so that means that the food must be doing a good job. I do feed them this with some mealworms, but not a whole lot of mealworms these days. Probably only about half dozen or so I throw in there every day, and you know, a variety of quail will eat them. So this is the food. It is a third of this game bird showbird feed that I got, and it's got loaded with protein with 24%. So it's supposedly really good grower. And I also mix in, as you can probably see in here, these black seeds are chia seeds, and also the white seeds are quinoa. So it is about a third of this commercial food, and a third chia seeds, and a third quinoa seeds. And they're both, the quinoa and the chia are both organic. I'm looking and looking and looking, and have been looking for an organic quail feed or food, and or at least a GMO-free one, or a game bird food that's organic and or GMO-free. And I have not been able to find anything that even resembles that around here. I've been looking all over, calling the feed stores. Even online, I haven't been able to find any that ship. So this is the best I could do with just buying a commercial brand and then adding my organic stuff to it, and then feeding them the mealworms, which I grow organically, or raise organically, whatever. And I also throw in some greens in there. I threw in some lettuce, and they do eat it, and I think probably because it has a bunch of aphids on it. So I am feeding them as much organic stuff as I can, and hopefully soon I will be able to feed them all organic if I can find a feed around here that I can get my hands on. So that's how the quail are doing. They're doing really well. They're growing fast, faster than I had expected. They do definitely convert food to body mass efficiently. They are growing very, very fast. Like I said, they're only 3 weeks old, and they are already this big. You cannot say that about a chicken for sure. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and take care.